What's up guys, welcome back to another video. It has been quite a long time since I have filmed really like any type of Q&A, and so I figured it would be cool to reintroduce those to the channel. I don't know if I'm gonna do them like once a month or once every 2 months or whatever, but either way, I'm doing them. I told everybody to just go on Snapchat and snap me your questions. I opened up my Snap specifically for this, but just a little pre-warning, I am not feeling the greatest today. I've had a chest cough for the last week. The sun is setting and my apartment is a little bit messy, but we're still gonna do it. We're going right into it. I apologize if the lighting kind of changes. I'll do my best to keep up with it. I also figured out how to put your guys' face on my screen as this video plays, so I hope you guys enjoy that little feature too. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Ooh, oh my gosh. Do you see that? Radiance.
If you want to gain muscle and lose a little bit of fat, do you lose the fat first and then bulk, or do you bulk first since you're pudgy already?
So that's actually a really good question. I'm gonna do it based off of my own experience because I know everybody's gonna have a different response to this, but when I did my last cut, and I did a whole video about why I did the cut, from the pressures of social media, etc., something Omar and I had talked about towards the end of the cut was once I did decide to bulk, I was gonna have a lot easier of a time putting on muscle. Not easier of a time, but my body was gonna be more inclined to store fat properly, because in the past when I would do lean bulks, they would turn into dirty bulks really, really fast, and I would eat absolute garbage, and you know, in turn I would just gain a lot of fat that wasn't really necessary. I personally think it's better to cut down and kind of push yourself there, and then you can focus on lean bulking once you're at a healthy weight, and you could just really focus on putting on that muscle, because then, in my opinion, if you bulk and then you want to cut down, then there's a chance of losing some of the muscle that you've built as well. So it's kind of one of those things you have to decide for yourself, but that's what I would do.
Hey Jasmine, I love you, you're awesome, but my question for you, what was the most difficult thing you had to learn when you went into the fitness industry and you started your YouTube channel? Thanks, love you.
I love you too. That was really sweet. The most difficult thing I had to learn when I went into the fitness industry and YouTube. I was never anybody that was like in the limelight. Like in high school, I definitely had a lot of friends, things like that, but like that's so different from social media, and I think I had to learn to, one, be very, very comfortable and confident in myself, because there are a lot of people that are watching you, and everybody has opinions, whether they like you or they don't, and everyone's entitled to those opinions. But at the beginning, it was hard for me when I would come across, you know, really negative comments or really negative forums, and they would break my heart, and they made me so upset and so angry. And so you have to learn to be okay with the fact that not everyone's gonna like you, not everyone's gonna like certain things and traits about your personality or your body, and rumors will be spread and all of that, but it's just, it kind of is what comes with it. And I think that once you can push past that and really just gain extreme confidence in yourself and in who you are, then that makes a huge difference. And that's something I'm still trying to do right now, but I can say like I've recently become less self-conscious, which is why like I show my birthmark all the time now, something I never used to show before. And I personally feel a lot better in who I am, but that was the hardest for me, was when, you know, I got my first negative comment and it was about my nose, and I was like, I never even had an issue with my nose, and now I'm getting all these comments about that and cellulite and all these things that are what makes us human, you know? So yeah, I would say that was the hardest, but I'm very thankful, honestly, that I experienced that, because I think it's helping shape who I am today, and the confidence that I'm gaining comes from that. So it's a weird situation. Has anyone ever told you look like Demi Lovato? Oddly enough, yes. I personally don't see the resemblance in me and Demi Lovato, but yes, I have been told that. I have. Yes. Demi, if you're watching this, what's up, mama? We twins, that's something. Okay. Also, I apologize, the sun is setting, so the lighting is like very crazy right now. So it's gonna be like dark and then light, and then, you know, we're figuring it out. Okay, we'll do one that's just like a chat question, because I don't want to leave y'all hanging. Ishmael Cisneros asked, how was your Coachella experience? No, on a serious note, Coachella was cool. You know, it was interesting. A lot of people are tripping out. A lot. They're really tripping out. Like, and you could just tell by the way they look at you or the things they're saying to their friends. People are super drunk, and you know, it was interesting. Like, I think I would go again. It was fun. Yeah, it was cool. I got to get in for free because I worked with a clothing company. I got to pick out some clothes and I wore it to the event, and it got me a free ticket in. But me, Nikki, and Sammy got there super late, so we were there from like 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. But we met some cool people, and besides the people that are just like tripping balls, like, it's still a really, really cool and interesting experience. The only person I really wanted to see was Banks, and then Beyonce if she went, and Beyonce kind of is pregnant and stuff, so she didn't go. So I was kind of devastado, but it was interesting. Okay, this is a really good question. Emily Bardasek asked, what do you do for recovery? I've been trying to work out about 5 days per week, but I find that I'm always really sore despite paying attention to sleep, nutrition, and stretching. Oh, something's happening. Honestly, what I've been doing is every single morning, or every single time that I go to the gym, I absolutely always stretch no matter what. And I focus on the areas that tend to get kind of knotted up very easily. So I have really kind of like crunchy shoulders, we'll call it. Like, they make a lot of crackly, crunchy sounds. So I always use like a little pipe, and I stretch it out there. I also like to foam roll my hamstrings, my glutes, and my quads. And it's not fun, you know, it's not comfortable, but it's really important. And I found that on the first week that I went back to training, you know, my body was incredibly sore. And so on the day that I had like leg day and then I had upper body day, but by leg day again, I was still super sore. So I just stretched it out, like very basic stretches, you know what I mean? Like the kind that you would do in high school. And I felt so much better when I went into training from that. So really it just comes down to like getting some good sleep, like you said, you're paying attention to stretching and nutrition. You know, your body's just gonna have to adjust. It's just one of those things, but I have faith. You can do it. You got this.
So I'm gonna be coming to LA in a few weeks, around the end of May, and if I come, am I gonna be able to meet you? And if so, let's go work out.
Oh!
So
yeah, hit me up, come to Barbell, let's fucking train. Okay, let's keep going, let's keep going. This is going good. I think this is quite successful so far.
Hi Jasmine, I really admire you and Nikki's friendship, and I was just wondering if she's impacted your new motivation that you've had for the past couple of weeks.
Nikki, hey girl, I love you. Okay, I love you. I love you. But I'm gonna actually say no, and it has nothing to do with Nikki personally. I think this was just my own thing, you know, like nobody inspired me to start training again. It was more so like I was sick of not enjoying my workouts, and I was sick of being afraid that I was gonna mess up my neck again, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go train. So when I was in Toronto, I just asked Omar if we could sit down together and if he could just rewrite me a new program with strength training again, because I missed it so freaking much. And so, yeah, he wrote it all out for me, and I think, yeah, I don't know, this just came down to me. I was just like, I'm ready to get back in the gym, and I'm sick of holding myself back, and then I just went and I did the damn thing, and I really took a hold of my schedule. I think I was just seeking more organization in my life, and I knew that I needed to, you know, start like using my planner more often, and with that, like I just needed to schedule my life, and scheduling the gym in was just such an easy addition, and it feels natural now.
okay, if you could go to any state and visit, or like a state that you've never heard of, maybe Arizona, I don't know, which state would you pick? Also, would you ever, since you don't want to buy another dog or foster another dog, I understand the reasons why, I totally agree, because my dog's my baby, would you convince Nikki to get a dog?
So, if I could ever go to any state, I actually have been to Arizona, and girl, it is a freaking desert there. If there was any state I'd want to go to, I really want to go to Portland, Oregon, just because I've heard like really, really good things about it there. Like no one ever goes to Portland, at least when they're in their 20s, and is like, I hated it, you know? So I think I'd be down to try out Portland. It seems like, I don't know, it seems cool. And ever since I watched Portlandia, I was like, oh, they're stuck in the 90s? That's so cool. Maybe we can listen to the Strokes and wear like neon freaking windbreaker jackets. And then as far as convincing Nikki to get a dog, there is just no way in hell that she will get a dog. Like, she loves them, but I think that she's vicariously living through me with Prince, and I think that she also saw how psycho Prince was when he was a puppy. Like, he's still a puppy now, but like he was a psycho. He's right there. I don't want to insult him or anything, but yeah, he was a freaking psycho. She's really happy with Max. They're totally bonding, and I understand that. She's a cat lady all day. I'm considering fostering, you know, we'll see. I mean, you know, I'm not ready to bawl my eyes out when he gets adopted, so, but I'm considering it.
Hey girl.
I love this filter.
I just want to know what your favorite Snapchat filter is. Is it this one?
My favorite Snapchat filter. Let's find out. Okay, naturally, I have to be basic and say that I love the dog. Wow. But I think my favorite one is this one. Because it's just like, when you don't have any makeup on, it's like, oh my God. And it kind of makes your cheeks a little. Okay, go away. Makes them round, it's cute. This one comes from Abby Aguinot. Would you ever consider competing in a bodybuilding competition? What would be your best advice for someone who wants to get into powerlifting / grow the booty? I can answer these both. No, I would not consider doing a bodybuilding competition. Been there, done that, never actually competed, but been there, done that as far as like starting and stopping preps. And I know that I'm, you know, a starter and stopper in general, but like bodybuilding competitions, it takes a certain type of person, and it definitely involves being very passionate about the sport. And for myself, like, I personally just don't see the point of going on stage and having someone judge my body. I just don't get it. But for those that do it, you know, like, go kill it, you know, do your thing. And I know that they work very, very hard to get the physiques that they do. But I just love eating too much, and I love being strong. Slowly but surely getting strong again. Yeah, definitely not foreseeable in my future. And then my advice for someone who wants to get into powerlifting would be, I mean, like, a shameless promo for my boyfriend. Him and Mike and Omar are doing Kaizen training, and anybody that hits me up and is like, oh, who do you go to? I'm like, obviously my boyfriend, guys. I mean, come on, like, he's a freaking genius. So I would check out Kaizen training. Omar, if you're watching this, love you. He didn't ask me to do this. I just think that there's nobody else that I would recommend for something like this. And it's perfect for beginners. It's perfect for whatever stage you're at. So I would check that out.
Jasmine, my question is, if you were forced to choose one thing to eat for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Oh God,
love you.
I love you too. If I was forced to eat one thing, I would say rice or mango. Rice or mango. Probably rice because I can season it, but rice to me is like one of the most delicious freaking foods of this entire earth. So rice. Yeah, we'll just go with rice. Oh my. He asked me a question. Okay, let's see. Please be appropriate. Why he's such a cutie patootie? Oh my God. You know that because you sent me this before. We're gonna say that we look alike again. For those of you that think Omar and I look like siblings, it makes me really sad. Because we don't. I feel like, well, we just have darker skin and nice eyebrows. Like, we're not siblings. But baby, you looked really pretty there. I don't know why I'm such a cutie patootie. Thanks for thinking that.
Are you gonna have any more t-shirts or tank tops for sale?
That's a really good question. Yes, I am going to launch another, like, a flourish design, and right now I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to do a crew neck or not, and I feel like a crew neck doesn't make sense because it's summer, but like, it's a crew neck though, and it never goes out of style. Or if I'm gonna do a tank top or t-shirt or something, I want to do something that everybody feels comfortable in, and I feel like both of those are a hit. So if you actually have, you know, something that you would like to see, even if it's like a hat, I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out right now, but I personally really want to launch a crew neck in like 1 or 2 different colors, so yes, you can expect to see that soon. Well, this is rather unfortunate. My camera keeps dying. It's literally at battery exhaust and it was fully charged, so I think I need a new battery. But that's gonna be it for the Snapchat Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't even know how long it ended up being, but yeah, I kind of want to keep doing stuff like this on the channel because I think it's really fun and again, a very personal and interactive way for us to all communicate. So if you like the video, make sure to throw it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.